You ever move to the countryside to escape the madness, only to find madness has a clipboard and a power walk? Yeah, same here. After 20 years grinding in software development and surviving off gas station coffee, I finally cashed out. Bought a peaceful lakeside property in upstate New York. Just me, my fishing rod, a solar-powered dock, and a promise to never attend another HOA meeting again. That dock, fully permitted, legally recorded, and my personal slice of serenity. And then, Rhonda happened. Rhonda was the kind of woman who treated HOA bylaws like gospel and wore pastel-colored tracksuits like a uniform. She first appeared 2 days after I moved in, strutting down my driveway like she owned the zip code. No introduction, no welcome pie, just a squint and a demand. That green trim? Not HOA approved. I smiled. I'm not in the HOA. Her jaw twitched like I'd spoken Latin. Well, your dock touches the lake, and the lake is shared, which means we have rights. Yeah, no, that's not how property law works. But I didn't argue. Yet, the real chaos began a week later. I found a glittery invitation duct taped to my mailbox. Rhonda's niece, Clarabelle, was turning 16, and guess where the reception was scheduled? My dock, marked clearly on the map with a bold pink star and the words Sunset Celebration. I marched to her door, invitation in hand. She opened with a plastic smile. Oh, good. You got it. Your dock's perfect for the event. We'll clean up after ourselves. You're planning a party. On my property? She waved me off. It's technically community space. I told her, politely but firmly, that wasn't going to happen. Her smile evaporated. She started screaming about how I was tearing apart the neighborhood. I stood there on my porch, iced tea in hand, while she ranted for 5 solid minutes. Then she stormed off, but not before warning. You'll regret this. 2 days later, lawn chairs magically appeared at the end of the dock. Pink streamers flapped in the wind. I checked my security cameras. Rhonda, sneaking around after midnight with a bag full of decorations. Like a raccoon with a party planner certification. I calmly removed the stuff, replaced my no trespassing sign with a bigger one, and watched from my Adirondack chair as Rhonda had her second meltdown. She ripped the sign out and hurled it into the lake. This belongs to all of us. She didn't realize I had her on 4K footage from 3 angles. I sent the footage and a zoning request to the county office. 2 days later, I received a digital folder proving beyond a doubt my dock was private. The boundaries crystal clear. No public access. No HOA control. But Rhonda wasn't acting alone. I later learned she was part of a clique inside the HOA trying to take over all shoreline access for community beautification projects, which basically meant repurposing private spaces for their events. My dock was her crown jewel. That's when the attack started. Trash appeared mysteriously on my property. Flyers labeling me a community parasite circulated around the neighborhood. Teens began sneaking around with flashlights at night. I upgraded my motion sensors and activated the raccoon sprinklers, now rebranded as Karen Deterrents. The night Rhonda returned with a wreath and a string of lights. The sprinkler blasted her square in the chest. She slipped, flailed, and fell right into the lake. Security cam caught it all. I printed a screenshot, taped it to my door with the caption, "Trespassers get wet." She called me a terrorist. I suggested hot sauce sprinklers next time. Soon after, a man named Gavin Mayhew arrived, claiming to be legal counsel for the HOA. Spoiler, he was Rhonda's cousin and worked at a car wash. He handed me a letter with no legal citations, just vague lines about shared values and spirit of cooperation. I asked if he was licensed. He mumbled something about being advisory only. I smiled, offered him lemonade, and recorded the entire exchange. The tipping point came when she drilled a glittery red sign into my dock reading, "Reserved for HOA event, June 3rd. That was it. I contacted my real lawyer, the sheriff's office, and started preparing. The next HOA meeting was my stage. Rhonda opened with a speech about unity and how I was a dock squatter. When my turn came, I played the footage, her ripping signs, sneaking at night, Gavin admitting he wasn't a lawyer. The room went silent. Some laughed. Others were horrified. Then I handed out zoning documents and the deed. One board member muttered, "We really backed the wrong boat." Rhonda stormed out, but not before planning her final act. On June 3rd, vans rolled in, teens unloading folding tables, balloons, a DJ. She strutted toward the dock with full confidence. The moment she stepped near it, the speaker system activated. "This area is under surveillance. All trespassers will be reported." She paused. Sprinklers fired. Water exploded across the grass, soaking her in the rental gear. She shrieked. Teens ran. The DJ unplugged. Neighbors watched from porches like it was Wimbledon. Deputy Wallace arrived, reviewed the footage, nodded, and gave her a formal trespass warning. Her daughter cried. The party imploded. Days later, Rhonda was ousted from the HOA after it was revealed she misused funds to hire Gavin, print flyers, and buy decorations. Gavin skipped town. I got a gift basket and a handwritten note from the new board president. "Thank you for standing up when we didn't." Now there's a small sign on my dock, "Rhonda Free Zone." The lake is quiet again. The sprinklers are off, but the cameras stay on. Let me know in the comments, have you ever dealt with HOA madness? Or a neighbor who thought your property was their playground? Drop your wildest stories below. I read every one.